7 News investigating the Lower North Fork fire. We are building a timeline of events, who knew what and when, holding people accountable for a prescribed burn that went out of control, killing 3 and damaging 24 homes. 7 News reporter Marshall Zelinger learning tonight why Ann Apple, who died in that fire, never received an emergency call.
Mike, according to Ann Apple's family, the sheriff's office told them at 4:56 p.m. that the decision was made to send out evacuation notifications. At 5:05 p.m., that first notification was sent by Jefferson County to everyone in the county who had registered their cell phones, but it was stopped early because it was a mistake. Then, at 5:23 p.m., a second notification to the Lower North Fork area residents, very specific. But Ann Apple didn't get it, and her family doesn't believe it would have made a difference by then. Ann Apple was one of the first to call 911 to report the Lower North Fork fire.
Jefferson County 911, what are you reporting?
A fire.
Where at?
It's down along Foxton by the Platte River.
Okay, they do have crews on the way down there.
Okay, it's blowing smoke right over my house.
Yeah, it's about 5 acres and growing, so they've got crews on the way.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Apple died in the fire. She never got an evacuation call. 7 News finding out why. Apple lived on Broadview Circle with a Littleton mailing address. On this Google map, you can see the house was here off Kester Road. But 7 News confirming with the Jeffco Sheriff's Office and First Call, the notification provider, Ann Apple was in the system as living in Morrison. As you can see, Broadview Circle and Morrison cannot be found on the map. So when the second emergency notification went out to homes along Kester and Broadview Circle, Apple never got it. Her family tells 7 News they believe they have evidence that proves Apple's property was on fire before the evacuations were even sent out. For perspective, I want to map out here where Ann Apple lived, which is marked by A, versus B in Morrison, where the system had her living. And when Jefferson County sent out that honed-in specific second notification to a specific area, she was not included. Therefore, her home address and home phone number were not included in that notification call. Tonight, we want to know how such a mistake could happen. Jefferson County promises me proof tomorrow that will show who's to blame and how widespread this problem really could be. Reporting live, Marshall Zelinger, 7 News.
Incredible information. Thank you, Marshall. The governor's blue ribbon team to investigate the Lower North Fork fire is now in place. The leader is promising results in the next 2 weeks. Now, among those on that 4-person team, a Bureau of Land Management retiree and an ecologist whose primary job is to oversee prescribed burns for the U.S. Forest Service. 7 News continues to dig into the events surrounding the Lower North Fork fire. For the very latest developments, stay right here with 7 News or log on to thedenverchannel.com.